going on? Killazilla's back with another Crossout video. This video is way different than anything I've ever done. For anybody who's watched my videos, subscribed to me, you know up until this point, Killazilla builds his own vehicle, he goes out in the wastelands, and he absolutely destroys everybody. And along the way, you have a jokingly fun, good time. It's always a good time when you watch a Killazilla video. That being said, I was inspired to make a little bit of a different video here. It's not like anything I've done before. A friend of mine sent me a blueprint, and it was ridiculously funny. It had me laughing so hard that it inspired an entire new series of videos, possibly, depending on the feedback and if this does well, of video ideas that I might continually do. Because I have a little bit of experience with Crossout. But I have a lot of experience with art, critiquing, art in general. So, what better idea than to just critique other people's art builds? Go into the exhibition, search for the craziest, most creative builds, critique them a little bit, and then take them out for a test drive. It's actually a lot of fun. I recommend not only watching this video, but try it for yourself. Especially when it comes to some crazy booster build. And if you have a lot of jumps in your garage, you're going to love it. Now, this is the build that started it all. Mr. Clean, he put a build in the chat that I just happened to click on, right? I normally don't click on people's builds when they just put them in the chat. Unless, like, the title is just funny or really, like, clickbaity, obviously. And Inspector Gadget, who doesn't like Inspector Gadget, right? And then my thought when he said it was, you know how like Inspector Gadget's like, the gadgets come out of his fingertips and his hat? So I thought it was going to be like this big, long, like, contraption of just guns, you know? I did not expect it to be, literally, Inspector Gadget's face. This is great. He's actually messaging me right now. Mr. Clean, he's got 155 subscribers, and I think for this build alone, he should have a lot more because he's got two different builds. The first one originally, I guess it had a droner, but this one is equipped with a couple of guns on it. And, as you see, it's fully functioning. Like, oh, maybe it's not. Oh, wow, why does he have the propeller on 5? That's weird. Okay, so, look at this thing. Hold on. So we can get up in the air. We could just be a floating little noggin. And we can shoot. Oh, this is awesome. Yo, it does some damage, too. What power score is this? This potentially could destroy. Imagine seeing this flying through the air. Yeah. I can't get over how funny this is. It's too good. 3,500 power score. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It'd probably be so hard to get into a game, though, because it's 3,500 power score, so it would take forever. But if you did, man, you would be shredding. Holy shit. Mr. Clean, one of the best things I've ever seen on this game, man. You hit me with nostalgia from childhood. It's cool as hell. It's extremely creative. And it functions. You can actually take this thing into the battle. Well done. So next up, Foxhound Dash has made an 11K, what I can only describe to be a transformer that got stuck. I mean, it's the only way I can describe it, you know. It was a jet. It was trying to transform into its robotic self, and it just got stuck halfway. It got its legs out, you know. It was a legs first baby. But the top part of this sucker looks awesome. Like, that jet looks fantastic. I'm not sure why he didn't try to put, like, a propeller or, like, a hummingbird or something to kind of make this more aerial. I do like the aspect of the dino legs because, you know, then we do have some type of aerial ability. And you can also shoot down with the Reapers, which have a radar on the same trigger. That's interesting. We have flares. Because, you know, in those mech games, you got them auto lock on helicopter kids, so you always got to be looking out for them, you know. This isn't bad. This is actually pretty cool because you have ground ability, and then if things get too crazy, or for, let's say, certain builds they can't aim up, if you could just go straight above them and just drill them from the sky, you could do a lot of damage before you come back down again. So This is cool, man. I'm more impressed with the way the jet looks. The jet was done perfect, man. That's awesome, you know? I just really like this thing. You got some like Top Gun shit going on. Flares! Stuck! Oh shit! Transformer! Robots always halfway stuck. I guess. But the Reapers are always a good gun, you know? You don't have to worry about cooling or anything. You just throw those suckers on there and it's going to do what it needs to do. Pretty cool, man. Absolutely awesome. Good job, Hawksfound. Hawksfound? Have I become dyslexic? What? But I would like to see this jet in the air, if that's possible. Alright, next up, Sad Master B made the Crackhead special. So we got a shopping cart, and normally it would be full of cans and bottles, but instead he decided to stuff some swarms in there. It was fully dipped in chrome. We got money, cash money spinner rims. Pretty cool. And, again, as any good crackhead does, he blinged it out with some stuffed animals. Probably found in the nearest dumpster, but still looks cool. So, let's take this sucker for a spin. Wow, acceleration's pretty nice. That's the Harpy cab for you. Absolutely wonderful. Which would actually give the swarms a good buff, too. And the swarms, what's the health on this thing? Oh my god, 700 HP. I didn't see that. My camera's in the way. Yeah, okay. Maybe not the most useful in-game, okay? It looks awesome. And you might be able to get like a couple of shots off before you get absolutely obliterated. But it still will do its thing, you know what I'm saying? Any crackhead ain't worried about it. Listen, if anybody knows about a glass cannon, it would be a crackhead. So, this checks out. Now, for some reason, my eyes went directly towards this, and I think it's because it does look like the robot I used in one of my thumbnails. Molly H. Huck. She made what looks like to be like the toy robot from like an old school horror movie, kind of. Gave it some buck teeth. It even has a nose, which is pretty cool. One arm to the side, one arm up, ready with the gun. Quick draw McGraw, you know. This robot definitely has the consciousness of a cowboy. So, let's see how she handles. I thought more people would do this as well, because once we got the mech legs, I thought more people would make, like, hey, let's just, like, make robots now, you know? Considering before the mech legs, I seen people that tried to do exactly that. They tried to run around with a robot. They just used other means to do it, you know? And now that we actually have legs to build the robot body on top of, not too many people are doing it, you know? I thought I would definitely see more of it. Oh, all my targets are off. I didn't know they didn't respawn back. Son of a gun. And it is only a rapier gun, so maybe she's a newer player, doesn't have too many subscribers, but I'm sure she's creative because this is really cool. This is actually really cool. It's got decent durability as well at a lower power score. If you could have strapped another gun on there, you possibly could have done some damage. Pretty nice. Okay, before I get into this one, I don't know how to read Russian, so we're going to try to make up a name. His name is Nahabrek. Nahamnabrek. This is a nice little green car. It's nothing too crazy, you know. I think I'm going to call it the Help Me I'm Stuck car, you know, because it just, the front just looks pretty stuck. Somebody's definitely stuck in that hood. And honestly, that driver does not look like it's going to fit inside that car. What? How big is this person? What? What is going on here? Is this an Amazon? An Amazonian? I'm so confused. Let's get a better look. Oh, shit. Does it move? Oh, it does move. Wow, it's nice and quick. To be honest, those legs might be a nice little scooper. It would be cool if you could have did like a... You got legs for a scooper. You should have put a tow missile in the pooper. It would have worked out perfect. You could have scooped him up and blasted him in the face. A little scoop and poop action. Damn, dude. So much potential with this build. Definitely funny, though. I didn't get it right away. I thought it was like a tongue or a slug coming out, but I'm sure you get it. I do. Alright, let me start this off by saying When you're building in Crossout, it's a lot of boxiness, right? Because you don't have many angular parts. You don't have to be triangular. You can't build diagonally. So things tend to just be boxier, and you can use like smoother curved parts to make shapes. But this thing is awesome. Relax Russ, 10 subscribers, made one of the smoothest bodies to a car I've ever seen. Look at this thing. Look how nicely that just swoops down and around with its little tail. This thing is awesome. Now, there's no point for these wheels right here. Unless if you were to lose your entire back section, this could drop down and you still have wheels. It's awesome. And then you have some parsers up right here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, it's just parsers. Plus, it has the tractor wheels, which I don't know why the back wheels are locked up. Oh, I guess they're not mounted on a frame. That's why. You know what this reminded me of when I first seen it? It's an old like remote control car I had as a kid that like you can do you can roll with it, right? You can hit the brakes and you can roll and then get back and keep going, or you can like jump it and it just keeps rolling. It was just so cool. But then when I got a good look at it, I'm like, yo, this thing looks like an eel. Like, that's smooth, man. The way he used the parts, even the bumpers, the way that it flares out right here and everything. Like, this is cool. Like, not one of the more functioning builds, you know? I am more reviewing a build that functions. It has to be able to drive. It has to have a cabin for it to be included in this video. There's a lot of builds out there that don't have a cabin. They're just strictly art builds. And maybe we'll do a video on that, but I like to be able to take it out into the field so people can see it, you know? And this thing just looks awesome. Like, this has the potential in a weird rework way that you could make this thing. It's got 2,000 durability and it is only 5K, so you could probably pop a couple kills with this sucker. This thing is cool. Very cool, Relax Russ. I absolutely love this thing. As anyone could have expected, when the mech legs came, so did the chicken builds. I mean, it only makes sense considering they're chicken legs. No matter which mech legs you use, they are perfectly shaped chicken legs. Whether it's a jumping chicken, a fast dashing chicken, you can make a chicken. And Rim Underdash GT has made a sniper chicken, what it looks like to be. 3,500 durability, and it's under 9K power score. Only 2 medians, not 3. But then again, 2 medians can take guns off pretty easily. So this could be utilized pretty well, especially with the boost from the dino legs. You have to remember too, you're going to always be able to do these with the dino legs. Like I had this in my one video where you can jump up. I'm sorry, it's on the wrong button. I don't use that button. And then shoot your target and go back down, right? So you aren't necessarily doing exactly what a chicken would do, is play scared. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to play behind cover, hop out, hello, take your shot, and go back down. I could definitely probably pull some kills with this thing. It's tanky enough to where I could take some damage if somebody sneaks up on me. But for the most part, I would just sit back and just do the old all the way up in the air, find my target, and then take my shot. 300 damage ain't bad. It's not bad at all. And especially like the medians, when they hit a weapon, they take that weapon right off. So it's pretty cool. You're going to see a lot of these, though. There's a lot of birds, ones that have doves that just leave, like, eggs shooting out the back. A lot of creativity in this game. And that's what I love about this game, you know? You could just do so much. You could spend hours in the garage building God knows what. God knows what. But I like an art build that you can take out into the field and show off. Now, I have a clip somewhere of me seeing something like this, and I called it like a Pokemon. And I said how cool the art builds get while you're playing this game, and you see the craziest things, you know? People's minds are absolutely nutty. Now, of course, the face looks like a dog, wolf, fox type of thing. The tail kind of throws me off. You know? That's why I thought it was more like a Ninetales, like a Pokemon type of look. We have scorpion weapons here. It could also be that dog from Riddick. I mean, there's plenty of movies and weird sci-fi stuff out there that this probably was inspired from, or she just brought it right out of her mind. Now, Dan Tessa, Underdash Project. I don't know why I said she. I kind of just looked at this picture and immediately assumed. But Dan Tessa? Dan Tessa. No, because it's capital. Are you Dan or are you Tessa or are you both? I don't know. All I know is we're going to test out your little Wolfenstein. So you have the connectors for some reason. Okay, we can do the radar buff. Scorpion shoot. We have a nice amount of health here. Almost 3,000 health. 15,000 power score, though, is not a place where you want to take some goofy build, you know? You're not going to be having much fun messing around with a goofy build when everybody has the bulkiest, beefiest, strongest builds possible. You know what I mean? What is this thing connected to? You strip your own guns off? Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused. Yeah, why does that happen? Or why did he make it happen? I don't understand the point to that. What did it do? It just made you useless. Is that like the joke? That somebody downloads this and tries to use it and pops their own weapons off, I guess? I mean, I know there's troll builds and stuff, but... And the 4 mech leg thing is actually like a, it's quite a weird feel. It doesn't feel as good as just 2, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, with 2, you have more stability and more maneuverability, I feel like. But then again, that could not be right. It plays dead? I taught the dog to lay down! It's playing dead! Get up! Oh shit, this is weird. I don't know, I don't think I'd ever make a 4-legged mech leg build. I mean, this is like the only possibility you could do is make some type of canine animal creature, but it looks awesome. I'll give you that. You're just a gigantic target, and the maneuverability doesn't seem to really be worth the extra legs. I don't know. Cool, though. Looks cool. I don't know what it is about this car. I mean, the guitar and the stuffed animals are a little out of place. I just actually saw that. I saw it from this side in the exhibition, but like that looks slick. Like that is so smooth. It's very simplified. It's super lightweight. There's no durability. There's no guns. There's no point in fighting. But I guess this is more like a race car. It does 113 with no boosters. And you got the red hot so you can reverse nice and fast. I like it. It just looks so clean. Like, it's so slick and clean. It's got a good clearance from the ground so you don't get hung up. Like, it just handles so nice. And there's nothing better than once in a while going into the garage. And, like, that's why I have this course. So, like, when you have a car that drives well, you can just try to do this little course here. And then if you can complete it... Oh, he can complete it. Hold on. Can he stand the test of time? Can he stand the test of time and dodge the giant gaping mouth of the goal line? He takes the circle. He goes for the jump. Can he make it? He makes it! Oh my god, it passes. It 100% passes the test. This is one of the best race cars I've ever seen. No booster race car. Great handling. So much fun to use. These are always great. These are always great, you know. And I've said time and time again, I'm not in this game for the car aspect of it, but driving around every once in a while, it's always fun. It's always fun. Great job, Porodak. Porodak, I don't even think I mentioned your name. I think I was just so into... I wanted to drive it so bad, I forgot to say your name. Porodak, 3 subscribers. Very simple, lightweight, quick, fun. I love it. Now, I'm a huge fan of this build. Thermosteel has made a little micro car. Now, I myself, on the exhibition, I have 2 micro cars. One with Sumators and one with the Kaiju. And they're about the same size, you know. The idea would be smaller target and you can't get hit, right? But this kind of just looks like a mini racer to me, you know. It's not crazy fast, but it's just so little. Look at it. Aww. This thing is so cute, dude. Can it pass the course? Hold on. Can the mini car take on the course of death? Let's give him a head start here. Line up the jump. Hope he doesn't get stuck in the crack. And he just barely clears it. He's going to have to take a grinder. Oh, he sucks and he flips the car with no car jack. Oh, it failed the course, but it won over my heart. This little guy, look at him. It's too cute, man. Now this sucker, we gotta bring it into the actual range for you to see all of it. Because it's called the highest ram damage. It's made by Jasmine Tryhard, of course. It's so funny because when I immediately saw this in exhibition, I said, that's gotta be one of Jazz's cars. I was like, that's something Jazz would build. It definitely is, because it was. All these boosters, all these crazy big room legs, and I guess it does crazy ram damage. 540 durability, 16,000 power score. Anytime I do like crazy ram damage or whatever, I take a lot of damage. So, are you gonna kill yourself? Will this self-destruct yourself if you utilize it? Oh, the acceleration is slow. Alright, we don't have a good line of sight. We might have to wrap around. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap around here, boys. Hold on. Jazz, first of all, two things. What goes through your mind when you build these things? And secondly, where do you get all these parts? What type of person buys this many of anything? Like, you have a crazy amount of boosters, a crazy amount of big room legs. It just doesn't make sense. It's too much. Okay, here we go. Ready? Full speed ahead. Line up our target. We're dead on target. We're going. We're flying. We're flying. Boom! Boom! Oh, shit. Did we take damage? We didn't take damage either. Okay, I guess it could work. I mean, it's going to be very hard considering you can't maneuver. Like, you're going to have to line up your shot a year ago. You're going to have to line up your shot and just hope that the guy's not moving. Hope there's like an exposed piece, like an exposed cab, and then boom! Take him out. But yeah, if you guys don't know, Jasmine Tryhard, check her builds out. Because they're nutty. They are absolutely nutty. And they usually involve a lot of paints and a lot of parts. Imagine being on the battlefield and seeing this thing coming for you. Haha! Nitofid. Nit of Id. I don't know how to pronounce it. 19 subscribers, 9,000 power score. We have some decent durability. This thing is very... Oh, it's got fire too. Listen, I had a fire melee build for Uranium Wars at one point, and it did damage. Like, people sleep on the fact that fire and melee can work together wonderfully. You know, you heat up the parts, you grind out the parts. This mouth area looks big enough to, like, get the bottom, the movement parts in the frame, and get all the guns on top, all at the same time, while you're heating it up from the inside. And it just looks like a face to me, right? Like, it's the big open mouth, flamethrower tongue, and you have your little eyeballs up here, you know? This is definitely cool. Oh, no! Oh, it's got the regular legs, so you can't even boost. I don't know, maybe the power score was why, but I don't see how you're going to use this without boosters. I don't get it. I have a lot of bumpers on this car, so it's going to take a minute for me to grind through this sucker. But once you get through the bumpers, wow. Yeah, once you get through the bumpers, you kind of just chew your way right through. It's just a lot of bumpers on this car for no reason. But, like, let's get real. In all honesty, right? If you turn a corner and you spin around and all of a sudden this is what you see, like, can you imagine, dude? That's scary. It's a great idea, though. It's actually, like, a really good idea. A great build. The way that, you know, you have one all the way at the bottom, one at the top. So, like I said, it's perfect for, like, getting the movement parts and getting the guns all in the same shot, you know? If you can catch somebody, like, off guard with this, you're going to do some damage. Yeah, Nitofid. Nitofid. I'm going to call you N, because I don't know how to pronounce your name. Nice. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Fat man. But it's not. It's an avalanche. It's a gun I've been waiting to get forever because I can't wait for the perfect fuse because I need negative mass, I need reload, projectile speed. That fuse just never seems to come up in battle passes, you know? So I'm getting a little impatient, especially once I saw this thing because it just looks so cool. EUOIA. She or he created one of the coolest avalanche builds I've ever seen. We got the little Batman wing here. The Atom wheels are cool because you can aim better with the avalanche. The Dead Man for some reload. We also have a reload module, and it looks like it's attached to a Jackie. Wow. This could actually be a viable build, and it looks cool. So it basically is a functioning build. It just happens to look cool as well. The durability is on the low side, which kind of sucks with an avalanche because it's one shot and you have to wait for that reload. But if you sit back and shoot, I mean, once you hit, you're doing crazy damage, you know? It is a super high power score, so most builds will be able to eat it up. But if it's a well-placed shot, you can kind of boom, and then you can get out of there, you know? I do like this a lot, especially with the atom wheels. I think that's a very smart move because you could do this where you're like dragging across and then you shoot as you're turning. And then you can also use like the hover buttons where you can swing like this. Like, look. So you can do this little turn, you know? And then you can also strafe side to side. So it's pretty cool. You got the radar as well. Absolutely nice, dude. I really think that when I get the avalanche, I'm going to use it too much. I'm a big lover of cannons, sniping, all that good stuff. And nothing is worse than minding your own business, fighting a fight out in the wastelands, and a giant cannonball comes and rips your build in half, or takes your guns, or takes your wheels, or it's a devastating blow. It's a very devastating blow. And it'd be nothing cooler than getting hit by it, looking over, and then seeing the Batman avalanche car just cruising away, you know? Well done, EUOE. I'm not even trying. So one of my favorite things to do is go into the exhibition and find like a booster car to kind of mess around with. Especially if people do it right and you put the boosters on the right and left sides and the corresponding triggers. So you can kind of use the boosters to turn and drift a lot easier. As well as when you hit a jump, obviously you can backflip, barrel roll, do a bunch of cool things. This thing does have a very low durability. It doesn't even hit 3,000 power score. 03, 1103, 12. That's the creator. It's not just the boosters that made me look at this as well. Because you have the camber wheels, which give you the little tilt action, right? So you look like those cool street racers. And again, the Batman thing we just went over. This is actually the newer version of it. It's just very, very good on the eyes. You know, I like the way this thing looks. Let's see how it handles. So we can drop it low. We can drop it low, and we still have clearance to hit jumps. That's not bad at all. Oh, no carjack. Who needs a carjack when you got boosters? Ha ha ha. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's take this sucker off the floor, and let's use the drift to turn. Look, it's only left side drifting. Only right side boosting, I mean. Boost and drift. Boost and drift. It's pretty cool. I do like that aspect if people mount them like that, because... Oh! Can we clear it? Oh, we're stuck on it! Double backflip! Sick! We have to land it. We have to land it. No, we're stuck. Oh, we're stuck. You need a carjack. I think you got the room for it. You definitely have the power score for it. I suggest 03-1103-12. Put a carjack on this thing. It'll be a lot more fun for me to play with. Thanks. Now, this thing interested me just by the way it looked. And then when I realized how it functions, this is cool. So, Lumberfoot, with the whopping 1 subscriber. He needs more because this idea is awesome, right? It looks really cool. It looks like a build kind of that I made once upon a time for a build-off, engineering build-off event. But on the other side of this car, we have another avalanche. I would like to call this car the drive-by. Doesn't look like we have an ammo box, though, so that could be an issue. Oh, that's great. That's really good because, you know, going towards the enemy only means you're getting closer and they can damage you easier. So if you don't have to necessarily barrel towards the enemy and you can kind of just glance by it while shooting it, I think that's your best bet. Obviously, turning around is going to be bad because you're not aiming at it anymore. But let's hope somebody's on this side because then you could just drive by and be like, hey, what's up? Boom! Yo, once this little thing gets cooking too, the speed's not bad. It's just the acceleration for some reason is so slow. That's why when I said I wanted the fuse for the avalanche, I wanted negative mass because it could really weigh a build down for sure. But a sideways shot avalanche, a little drive-by, Lumberfoot, great idea. I almost feel as if I don't need to say it. Just look at it. Tolak163. What have you done? You have made something insane. It literally, you should have made something that looks like a fuse, because then it would have looked like a big brick of dynamite. You know what I mean? Could you imagine, though, just going invisible? Well, you can't go invisible because it's all on the same thing. Oh my god, it's devastating, though. Hold on. I gotta do that again. I'm confused, because tell me why. When you go invisible, it also moves the wheels and it also puts down a python. But because you're putting down the python, it's not letting you go invisible. You gotta change the trigger on there, my guy. Keybinds. Change the keybinds, because then this thing could go into battle and then just pop goes the weasel, you know what I mean? Maybe you have an ammo box. Do you have an ammo box in here somewhere? No, you don't. Alright. Here's my tip for you, my guy. Everything here, it just makes sense to me and it's wonderful. Maybe a cab that does like extra explosion damage, like a harpy or something, you can go faster. And get rid of the python. Throw a large ammo box in there for good measure, you know? Hell, maybe a really explosive generator, like a GADGET or something. I might recreate this. I'm not going to lie to you. This might be recreated by me. Tolak163. You're going in my book of ideas. I'll credit you as well. I'll write you down. The Sauce Savior, I don't know what's going on here. Honestly, I don't know if boosters work with tank treads or not. I don't see any weapons. We don't have any weapons, so we're a ram car. It's a booster tank tread ram car with 2,500 durability, 2,000 power score, 20,000 power score, 60 max speed, and 24,000 kilograms of mass. I don't know how this is going to work, the Sauce Savior. And you have 0 subscribers, so maybe this doesn't work. I gotta see this. Very slow. The slowest thing I've ever drove. Boosters engage. The boosters engage. Oh, grind, 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 grind. 50-50 grind. Stuff. Wait. Okay. Oh, we're in there. We're still in there. We're still making good time. Turn. Turn. For the love of God, turn, man. Turn. Okay, let's go, 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 go. Oh, no. Oh, we landed it, though. What kind of ram damage does it really do, though? Okay, I get it now. I get it. This is cool. I have a lot of bumpers, like I said, so bumper on bumper action, it never does what it's supposed to do. That bumper is always going to negate the damage, no matter how fast you're going. It doesn't really matter. That's why I always say put a bumper on your car, because it can really stop that damage. Barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll. No. Alright, well, this is very interesting, Sauce Savior. You've taught me something today. Tank treads and boosters work fantastic. I also speak for the Quack Clan when I say I like your duck. Our next wonderful build comes from Noob_Camper. 100 subscribers. This thing looks extremely interesting. It's a droner of sorts with a detached module. The wheels really sell this thing for me, man. This is cool. I don't know if these are the drones I would use. I guess it's more like a helper style build. We have 2,000 durability, which could be alright. Let's detach and see what that does. Oh, it connects in the back. Oh, so you're supposed to have friends with you and you can link up. This is awesome. I didn't see the caboose in the exhibition, but I'm sure you got a caboose with you, man. Because this could be funny. If the entire team was links in a train and you all linked together, that would be one of the coolest things I've ever seen in the game. This leads me more towards advertising the Killazilla Discord. More people in the Discord, more action in the Discord. We could do something like that. That would be, well, you can only have 4 people, a 4-person party. But 4 people linked together in a choo-choo train style build. That's cool too. You don't need all 8. 8 might actually get out of hand. Maybe you need the other 4 to be more of a meat shield. And we'll all be droners. We'll all use a different drone and just leave a pile of drones and we'll circle around it like a Christmas tree of death. Yo, Noob Camper, join the Discord. We'll talk. I'm with it. Hyper Gaming 4 has created a fish stick, it says. Which at first I didn't understand, but now it makes perfect sense. We have a fish, and then that's the fish's stick. It's got 1800 durability. It's just under 6,000 power score. And this is a legendary weapon, so it very much could work. Especially because he went with the dino legs. And like I said in one of my prior videos, I utilized my narwhal. It's exactly like this, where you can pop up from behind cover, you can take your shot at the target, and go back down. And all the while looking like a cool fish cruising around with these giant pink things in the back. Okay, this is too much. I don't want to get censored. Let's get rid of this. Yo, Hyper Gaming, thumbs up. On to the next. So earlier we had a jet with legs. Now we have a plane with wheels. And a lot of boosters. 2200 durability, 10,000 power score, made by Fuzz the Hamster. I can't stress how fun it is to go into the exhibition, search like the Hermes booster, and find yourself a build with boosters. Because if you have some jumps and ramps out there in your garage, you're always going to have a good time. You'll sit there for like an hour, maybe a couple of hours, just riding around, boosting, and literally blasting off. We're about to take flight. Everybody strap in. There we go. We're flying right into the mouth of death. We're a drone too. There's no way I didn't notice that. He's got the werewolf cab. Of course he does. This is pretty funny. I can only imagine being in a real game and then just full-blown blasting into somebody and dying, and then a little drone popping up. Let's try to barrel roll this sucker, huh? Should we? We could definitely do a crazy barrel roll if we hit it right. Now, if you're going to go and try to use a booster build to have fun with, maybe don't go with a plane, because these wings will get stuck on a lot of things. It'll drive you nuts. Go with like a car version. There it is! It's a perfect barrel roll, and we're going over the stadium, but we're not, because we're hovering in midair. No way, dude. Look. It's like a kite. It's like a kite stuck in the wind. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh my god, it's a lot of fun. And he's got a car jack. Good man. Good man. Anybody with a brain, when you make a booster build, you always put a car jack. Over, 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 over. There we go! Straight into space we go. Over the river and into the ocean. Come fly with me, come fly. We have infinite boosters. We've made it across the river. It's too much fun. Fuzz the Hamster. This is pretty cool. I was just saying that I would have put a plane type of build on wheels because it would be funnier. And the boosters just, it makes it. It's so fun. A lot of fun. Fuzz the Hamster. Search it up. He's got 86 subscribers, so I'm sure he builds a lot of cool shit. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. All boosters, no weight. You have the ability to go fast for a very long time. And why are these boosters backwards? Hold on. Well, and there's a car jack I was going to mention. You have like no durability, no power score. Obviously, this is a jokey, fun build. It was made by Akila888YT_wow. I'm assuming does YouTube probably. Let's see this. Let's test this out. So the F booster. Oh, so you could. They're on single triggers. Okay, so look. This is my turning hand right here, right? Look. I don't need it because the booster's on single. The F is down, so you could just do backflips, I think. Hold on. Yo, hold on. Oh my god! Yes! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You go into the exhibition, you find something like this. You come flying around up into the air and then engage backflips. And you land it. Dude, this is great. Whoever made this, your name is extremely confusing. Actually, the most confusing name so far. And I've had Russian names in here. But this is awesome. Landed it. Landed it. Landed it. Okay, let's do the course. Let's do the course. We don't have enough boosters. Okay, hold on. Let's actually try to do the course. Ready? Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. You know what? We can cheat. Oh, fuck. We got caught cheating. We gotta go back. Back to the checkpoint. Look how easy it is to turn. Alright, we're gonna grind these. Grind. We did a little grind. It counts. It counts. I count it. I count it. Boom. Jump over. Oh, shit. Oh, no. We got caught. Spin. Boost. Look at this thing go. Dude, nothing's better, man. Nothing is better than boosters in the garage. It's great. Akila888YT_wow. I love it. Oh my God. Somebody took a lot of time. Wow, and his name's Time. Wow. I swear I didn't see his name before that. T3 took a lot of time and effort because this thing looks awesome. It's got a spear coming down here. It looks like they're shielded arms. He's got swarms on his shoulder, exhaust pipes, a little head with the golden eagle armor plating, the pelvic armor. Oh my God, with a backpack and a hose. The hose goes down into this. This is awesome. 0 subscribers. There's no way. How does this... Like, YouTube I know is broke and, like, my best videos don't get views and it's hard to get people to subscribe. Like, I get that. But, like, in a game like this, when you see this, how do you not go, holy shit, this is awesome? I haven't subscribed to anybody yet. To be honest with you, I haven't. I'm sorry. I just realized I could. I don't think I've subscribed to anybody, actually. Did it tell you? I don't really normally do that. Oh, I lost it. No, I lost it. Okay, we have to find it. We have to find it. We're gonna end our video on this. We're gonna end our video on this because there it is. Because he deserves it all. This is it. This is where the video ends. It ends with the best. Now I'll be honest with you. I get it. I'm the guy who goes through YouTube. I used to be, I'm sorry. The guy who watches videos. I really like the video and I don't like it, right? I don't subscribe to people. I've always been that guy and I get it. But now that I realize how easy it is to really help somebody by clicking subscribe or clicking like, I do it probably too much, you know? And in this game, especially, I don't necessarily subscribe to anybody because I don't really peruse for that reason, you know? I don't steal builds or, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't copy and paste builds and use them. I build all my own stuff. This is the first time I'm actually doing this, and I'm probably going to start subscribing a lot because this is fun. I've seen a lot of good builds, man. A lot of cool, funny things that people build, and it's made my night. I've sat here and laughed more in the past hour than I have probably all week. It was a really good time just messing around with the brainchild of other people, you know. And I'm your first subscriber there, T3. I can't describe to you how awesome this really is. We didn't even use it yet. Let's see what it does. So look, we have the faster reload, awesome, from the Omnibox cab, and it's a good old swarm build. And you can boost your way out of here. Oh my God, this thing is so cool. Dude, I can't describe to you how awesome this is. This is it. When I think about all the times I've sat in the garage, messing around and tinkering, hours. I spent hours inside of here just building shit, you know? And again, that's one of the best parts of this game. And I can only imagine the night you sat there and you built this. In all of its gloriousness. This thing is awesome. This thing is absolutely awesome. I hope somehow, some way you see this video, or if anybody ever sees him, tell him how much I love this build, because he deserves to know that the time he put into this was noticed. I noticed it, and I'm a nobody, whatever, it doesn't matter, but he has 0 subscribers. That's crazy, dude. You're literally the first person I've ever subscribed to, as well as I'm the first person that's subscribed to you. So in a way, I think we're best friends now. Haha! Look at it, dude. I'm not gonna lie though, I would have went with a different coloring. Possibly use different colors, like some shiny metallic stuff, to make it more like robotic looking rather than just one uniformed color. But other than that, fantastic! I love it. I love it. All right, guys. So if you go to this exhibition, you search art builds right here, right? So you go to tag, you go art builds, you pick art builds, bang. You could search whatever. It'll show you all the art builds. You can also search by part, power score, author, name, tag, the co-driver. You can search helicopters, leviathans. We didn't do any helicopters or leviathans. Maybe this will be a first. Let me know if y'all like this type of content. I'll continually do it. You know, do some helicopters, some leviathans, stuff like that. But I just wanted to show, like, the creativity of people on this game. You know, because it's so much you can do, man. You're grinding. You're doing PvP, PvE. You got raids. You have clan stuff. You have different events going on. You can build whatever the hell you want. Like, I love this game. I truly love this game. And again, all the creativity and the stuff that people build is just wild. It's absolutely crazy, you know? And of course, there's more artsy builds that don't move, don't have a cab. Like, oh, mushrooms, you know? Like something like that. But, I like the functionality because then you can go into a game and kind of show it off. But also, exhibition is so useful because early on, I was the idiot that would buy weapons to try them out rather than going to the exhibition, searching for a part. Let's say, oh, I want to try the breakers. And then you could just try them in the exhibition. So again, you can search by all this. You can search actual, like, particular weapons, particular people. If you know, like Jasmine Tryhard makes crazy stuff. Definitely check her out. She's always sending out her blueprints, and I check them out because they're nuts, you know? Nobody else buys that many parts to make an art build. But it's awesome. It is what it is, you know? You can also download the blueprints, so if you're not a very good builder, a lot of people do this. Even some YouTubers do stuff like this. Like, you don't have to necessarily build something if you're not good at it, you know? You could see a build you like, download it, maybe tweak it a little bit, and then use it like that. Subscribe to people, like their stuff, all that good stuff's right here in the exhibition. So I highly recommend trying it out, whether it's just to mess around with boosters, get a feel for a gun you might buy, or get ideas for builds. The exhibition is very useful. And this brings me back to the days, I went to an after school art school as a kid, and we would do like critiques of people's weekly sketches. So this reminds me of it, you know. I mean, I should have did a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of depth and texture, and I love the realism, you know. I should maybe, yo, if y'all like this, I'll continually do this. Like, maybe once every 2 weeks, I'll pop one of these videos in. But I have a couple wooden pipes, so I'll put a suit on. I'll have a wooden pipe and a monocle, and I'll really start critiquing. You know what I mean? But again, that all depends on what you guys want, what you guys like. This is just something different. It all started with Inspector Gadget, Mr. Clean. I seen that build and I was like, bro, this is so I was on the floor dying laughing because of how stupid it looked. This big floating head, like, it had me dying laughing, and that's where this video idea came from. So shout out, Mr. Clean, you inspired this series. If it becomes a series, if not, it's just one day. The rest of the week, normal content. Every day, we're doing videos every single day. We have shorts every single day. And we are trying to figure out streaming. But you can guarantee that there'll be a video and a short out every single day that you go on YouTube and you look for Killazilla. If you have the notifications turned on, even better. But at the end of the video, there's always 2 boxes in a circle. The circle in the middle is subscribe. It makes it so easy for you. You just click on the dragon logo. On the left-hand side, I recommend the video for you. On the right-hand side are all the other crossed-out videos that you can choose from and watch. Considering I put one out every day, they're piling up pretty quick. Subscribers, love you guys. Everybody else, I love you too, but just not as much as my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Now, real quick PSA to all the subs or potential subs or just random viewers. This is a first in its series. So if you like it, I need to know you like it, or I probably won't do it again. I'm just experimenting, seeing what works, but I think every once in a while switching it up from just regular PvP destruction might be fun to do, you know? Maybe stream this every once in a while, get other people's reactions, and so on and so forth. Like I said before, I have a book full of crazy ideas, and this idea seemed to just be a good time. So if you've enjoyed yourself and you enjoyed the video, not only subscribe and hit the like button, but comment down below letting me know you like this. So then we can make it a series, and maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once a week. Who knows how often, but we can make more. But I need you to tell me. Thanks again. Love you as always. Deuces.